Hey Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for anyone with Capricorn placements or anyone who is connecting to a Capricorn. I guess if you're a cross watcher, you can watch this too, but this is going to be a solar return reading for my Capricorns. So happy birthday to all my Capricorn placements. The sun enters Capricorn tonight, so I am a bit early, but I decided to get it done out of the way so I can have time to do other things. So yeah, please keep in mind that these are general readings. They may not resonate for everyone. If you would like me to pick up on your energy in upcoming readings, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you like my reading style, feel free to schedule a personal reading with me through the information in the description box below. I have a 20% off special that I am running for 10 more days for anything on my website. So let's get into it. When I was pre-shuffling the cards for you guys, I was actually picking up an energy of you guys having gone through a very intense transformation. I really feel like Capricorn has learned a lot these past couple years, and I feel like you guys are in a new position in life where you understand yourself a lot better and you know what you want out of life. I feel like you guys could have gone through something very transformative, very spiritual, excuse me, something that really changed you in the recent years, and I feel like this could be something that we might be picking up on today. But we're going to start with Oracle. So again, this is a birthday spread, so there is a specific spread I will be using for this. Okay, we have patience coming out for you guys. We'll take it. So we have patience and burden at the back here. So like I was saying, I feel like you guys have been going through something that has really shown you who you are. And this could have been something that has been trying you, testing you, kind of making you wait for something that you really want. Maybe you had to go through a very difficult time in life. And typically Capricorn does have to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of tests from the universe. Capricorn is faced with some of the toughest lessons that all of the signs are faced with. And I really feel like whatever you guys have been going through, you feel like you've had a lot on your back. You feel like you haven't been able to get to where you want to go, and you've had to maybe wait for such a long period of time to get to where you want to be. But I feel like things are going to be changing. So yeah, I totally planned on doing this a different way, but I feel like the cards have a mind of their own today, so we'll just run with it. Let's see what's coming through for Capricorn placements, please. What messages do they need to hear? Messages for Capricorn. We have the map. Some of you guys could be trying to figure out where you come from. So this could be something that has to do with your ancestral line. Some of you could also be trying to figure out where in the world you want to go, what you want to do with your life. I'm also getting runes, like runes. I heard like rune magic as well. So maybe some of you guys are getting in touch with like Celtic lore, Celtic origin, like Norse mythology, things like that. At the back here we have I am unafraid and free. It is a blessing to be me. So like I was saying, I feel like a lot of you guys are coming to terms with who you are now and how life has shaped you to be who you are now. I feel like maybe in the past you guys were a little bit self-conscious or afraid to show who you are. And this could have a lot to do with what you've gone through. Maybe you guys have something that has marked you. Maybe you guys, I'm hearing some of you guys have like an autoimmune disease. Some of you guys have something on your body or something in your mind that kind of shows that you went through some sort of trauma, and maybe you were very self-conscious about this. But I feel like now you're not afraid to put yourself out there. I feel like whatever you guys have been through has kind of shown you a new way of life. And it's almost like I'm hearing some of you say like, I don't have time to be self-conscious. I don't have time to hide myself from the world anymore. Because I feel like you guys are realizing now that the more you authentically put yourself out there, the more you are going to attract to yourself, and the easier it's going to be to find your soul tribe. So what is coming towards Capricorn? We'll do that. The seed. Yeah, so you guys are working on something new here. I don't know why I got that reference from Black Panther with what's the I forgot what it's called. Vibranium? Is that what it is? Vibranium crystal, or the vibranium energy that they were trying to harvest here. So I don't know why I got that for you guys. Some of you guys have a very strong connection to the elements. Some of you guys have a very strong connection to your past lives to be specific here. And then we have the team. So whatever you guys are working on, whatever you guys have just started, whatever you guys are beginning to harvest and put a lot of effort into, I do feel like your spirit team is behind this. And I also feel like for some of you guys, you could have a group of friends that is supporting you, but I really do feel like this is more so your spiritual team kind of pushing you in this direction. We have the Warrior. So you guys have been through a lot. You guys have had to face many difficult trials in life, and you guys have never let up on yourself. You guys have never quit on yourself. And I feel like this is something that your spirit team is kind of pushing you to manifest. Yeah, we have the Priestess. A lot of you guys have stepped into your spiritual calling. A lot of you guys have kind of realized your magic, your power, the full potential of who you could become. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with your spiritual side. You have Amends right behind that. So maybe for some of you guys, this is kind of motivating you to make peace with other people in your life. Maybe people that you once did not get along with. Maybe people that you have fallen out with. People that you've hurt, or vice versa. I definitely feel like you guys are coming to terms with your own karma, in the sense that Capricorn rules over karma, Saturn. So maybe you guys have had to go through situations in life that have shown you that some of the things that you've done, some of the things that you've said are not really your higher self, or not really the best version of who you are. So I really feel like your spirit team now is kind of encouraging you to maybe go back in time or connect with those people that maybe you left hanging. There's something about that coming through. So I'm going to leave the oracle part here, because I definitely could go on with that, but we're going to get into your tarot spread now. So we're going to pick 4 cards here, and then if I need to clarify, I will. This is just going to be looking at the overall themes that you guys have encountered and where you're going next year. So this is pretty much going to show you, yeah, I mean, what I just said. I don't know why I feel like I have to explain it. But yeah, we're going to see what you've learned this past solar return year and what you'll be experiencing for the next solar return year. Okay, so let's take a look here. What did the previous year bring to my Capricorns? What lesson did the previous year bring to my Capricorns? Thank you. What lesson, or I feel like saying skill, what lesson or skill should Capricorn take with them moving forward into the coming year? Okay, we have this one, and we have this card too. Okay. What should Capricorn's focus be in this next year? We also have 2 cards. And then last question, what is the overall theme that this next year will bring for Capricorn? What is the overall theme? Thank you. All right, so at the back we have the Hermit. So I really do feel like you guys are coming out of a time period of healing, studying, soul growth, Virgo energy. Maybe you guys have been spending time with animals. Some of you guys may have gotten a pet cat. Maybe you guys feel very connected to deer. Maybe you feel very connected to nature, but there's definitely this element of you guys having grown through your circumstances and grown through your pain and learned a lesson about your life. I really do see a lot of you guys looking back on your life. Typically the Hermit is associated with moving forward, right? Like looking at the steps in front of you and figuring out how to get there. But I feel like this energy is more so referring to your past and how you guys are looking back on your past and how far you have come and how much you have learned about yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys could have recently gone through your Saturn return as well. Maybe you had Saturn in Aquarius, Saturn in Capricorn, or maybe you have Saturn in Pisces and you're currently going through your Saturn return. But there's definitely this element of maturation, growing up, kind of seeing what life is and learning what the definition of life is to you subjectively and how you're going to go about that. Yeah, so let's take a look. Open up my spread over here. Okay, so what lesson did the previous year bring for you guys? We have 4 of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of lesson that you guys have learned tied up to stability when it comes to the people that you surround yourself with, community, family, relationship, marriage, saving money, having assets, things like that. There's something that you guys have learned. And this is actually Aries energy here. So there could be something going on with your Aries house. I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that. So maybe look at that in your chart if you know what's going on there. I know Chiron is in Aries right now. So maybe there has to do something with the square that Chiron has been making to your Capricorn placements. But it's really feeling like you guys have faced some sort of lesson or pain or even trauma tied up to a situation that has to do with these topics. Yeah, we're going to clarify as we go because I feel like there could be some more information in that one. For some of you, I'm getting that you've learned lessons tied up to feminine energies in your life, mother, sister, grandmother, maybe just like the matriarch of the family. Again, I'm getting like ancestral patterns maybe you've learned about, or you've tapped into something about that, where you come from, where you're going, what your roots are. Yeah, it's like I'm getting that some of you guys you've gotten to the point of your healing journey where you had to ask yourself, it's like, okay, where did I pick this up from? And you had to take a step back and realize that maybe a lot of what you were reliving in this current incarnation and in this current lifetime has a lot to do with what has happened to your family in previous lifetimes, previous eras of time that maybe we were not here for, or maybe your own past lives. And there's something about looking at the patterns there. I feel like a lot of you guys also came to terms with and realized who's on your side and who's not on your side, who is supportive of you, where you should be putting your energy. I'm also getting an energy here of learning to mind your own business and celebrating in silence, or learning to maybe be very selective with the people that you share your accomplishments with as well. So what lesson should you take with you, or lesson or skill is the question I asked here. So we have the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Yeah. So going back to that energy about, I think it's this card. No, I never put it down. I think it's under here. Yeah. So this card about making amends. I feel like with this energy showing up here, 6 of Cups, 5 of Swords, there is something about you guys having to go back in the past. There's something about you guys maybe feeling upset, self-conscious, and feeling like you sabotage past connections, feeling like you sabotage maybe relationship with your family, maybe relationship with your children, if your children are old enough, or maybe even if they're young, there could be something going on with your children. Maybe you feel disconnected from them, or the relationship is a little bit damaged or tarnished. And there's something here about you guys having to face something that you've said or done to something or someone in your past. And I feel like this is bringing up a lot of feelings of maybe shame, embarrassment, guilt, showing you where you self-sabotage certain opportunities in your life, where you have hurt people. And this could even be where people have hurt you. It could go both ways. So maybe you have been very hurt by somebody. Could be Scorpio or Aquarius. Or maybe you really hurt somebody and you're coming to terms with that. You're coming to terms with the fact that maybe something that you said cannot be taken back. And there's something about, again, this amends card coming through to show you that maybe even though you and someone are worlds apart, or there's a valley in between you both, that you guys still speak the same language. And there's something about making up with this person, or with this energy, or connecting to this person again. I feel like you guys were not honest with yourself and with this person about maybe what you wanted. And if this is a family member, again, I feel like maybe you could have kept something from this person, or you could have kind of projected on this person. You could have hurt this person very badly to the point where the relationship is damaged. It really does feel like if this is a family member or a friend or a loved one, that you are in separation from this person. Someone here is definitely not talking to the other person. Yeah, a lot of you guys regret something, and it has to do with something that you've said or done that made you maybe lose out on a situation or a connection with somebody. But I do feel like it can be fixed. Like, this is not something that I feel like is dead and gone for everybody. I do feel like for a lot of you, this can be fixed. And it has a lot to do with your growth and your maturity and how you're going to show up differently. So that's really what the key is here. It's like something needs to change in the dynamic, in the way that you have, or like the relationship that you have with people. You can't just show up in someone's life and say things are going to be different, and when you don't exactly know what you're going to fix. You need to have a game plan. So maybe that's something that you guys are learning as well, that you can't really just wing it. You have to actually show up for yourself, and then you have to show up for other people. So what should your focus be in this next year of your life? We have Judgment and the Page of Swords. Yeah, so learning how to communicate. There's something I can't even talk. There's a lot of like emphasis on learning to communicate and learning to speak your truth. This is, again, giving me this energy of you guys having had some sort of spiritual awakening where you feel a lot more confident to express yourself, and you kind of are in this energy of, it's like you respect the universe more, I'm getting. Some of you guys respect God, universe, spirit, a lot more than you did previously. Maybe you had to experience, again, with that Saturn energy, you had to experience some sort of karma or wrath from the universe that showed you that you were misaligned in your own energies. And this is showing you how to be a better person. There's something here about like a shockwave of energy or information coming through your system that really changed you. It's really giving me like someone here has learned a lesson, or they're more righteous in their behavior. I'm also hearing like you guys are, again, just being careful with what you say, how you say things. You're not being as impulsive. Some of you guys have really grown into a connection with an archangel. if you are connected to the archangels. It does feel like you have learned maybe that you are protected and you have learned your place in the universe and in this walk of life. It really is just giving me, it's like you've realized your spiritual essence. You've realized that you are a human you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and that your identity in this world, in this lifetime, is not the entirety of who you are. Yeah. I really feel like what your focus should be, like what I'm getting here with this big energy is like you need to right your wrongs. I don't know why I'm still getting that. Now I'm hearing right my wrongs, Bryson Tiller. Tell me, how can I right my wrongs? Something that I should know, all the things that we've been through. I never meant to put you through it twice. So maybe you guys are really learning, honestly. It's like the universe is like literally on your back, kind of showing you how to do things differently. And it doesn't feel like a bad thing or it's scary. It really does feel like a spiritual or angelic presence that is very, very strong. So this could be like a seraphim angel, one of the archangels, someone who is on your team, but they guide you through life, and they kind of like somewhat force you, but it's more of like guiding you. It's like they reinforce how to do things for you. And that's that energy of Saturn. Again, it's not like supposed to be scary, but it is supposed to be an energy that elicits respect. So maybe it's like now you guys feel like you have something within you, or an energy has come over you where you literally feel like if you do the wrong thing, if you say the wrong thing, then things can kind of turn away from going in your favor. And that's kind of the energy that I'm tapping into right now. It feels very like divine, very neutral, very balanced, very righteous. And I feel like you guys have tapped into this energy. And that's what you're supposed to be taking with you. I feel like you guys are very guided by the universe as well right now. And this next year of your life is going to show you a lot of maybe serendipitous moments, or I just heard consequences. So I don't know if this is for you guys or for someone outside of you. But maybe this is trying to allude to the fact that if you are not living in your power, if you are not living connected to your divine purpose, that maybe there will be consequences if you step outside of that. Again, Capricorn doesn't really have like the easiest life, but I feel like this is something that you are learning to respect. I feel like you guys are learning to respect yourself, other people, and the universe. And it has a lot to do with what you guys have gone through. It's like something happened involving home, family, money, stability, community, that kind of really just shook you up. I really do feel like you could have experienced something scary or something very difficult, and it really showed you like this shit is not something to play around with. I need to be more careful. I need to be a good human being is honestly just what I'm getting here. So what will this next year bring in for you? We have the Page of Cups. Yeah, opportunities. Opportunities, again, I'm getting the same energy to right your wrongs. You're going to be getting new opportunities to connect with new people where you can show up in a different version of yourself. So this is showing me the energy of you don't have to stay tied up to who you were in the past and what you've done and what you've said and who you hurt and who hurt you. You don't have to hold on to that identity, but you can start over, even with these people. And if they don't want that, then that is their choice. They have their own free will. But there is an element here of you guys being given the opportunity to be a new person and to start over. So this is your gift from the universe this next year, to literally be a totally different person if you wanted to. And I feel like many of you guys are going to be taking that. You guys are going to be connecting to new people. Maybe you're going to be tapping into your creativity more, your intuitive side, your feminine side. You're going to be creating more. It definitely feels like with all of these page energies here, it's like you are being, again, just guided by the universe. A lot of you guys could have learned that you're very psychic and you channel a lot. It's like you guys are getting downloads. You guys are starting to understand and maybe pay attention to different things that you receive message-wise. Maybe like just claircognizance, where you just know things, or clairaudience, where you hear things from spirit. And this is guiding you in your everyday life. And I feel like you guys are going to be having, honestly, a very spiritual experience this next year, where you're going to literally be shown how everything works together, how the universe guides everyone and everything together, and how everything works in tandem together. Yeah, it's like the synchronicities of the universe, the patterns of the universe are going to become very clear to you if they haven't already. So I think I'm just going to clarify, honestly, just this one card, Four of Wands, to see what happened here. Okay, so can we clarify the Four of Wands, please? What happened this previous year? Clarify the Four of Wands. King of Swords. Yeah, it's like you guys had to either remove yourself from a situation. I literally heard cord cutting. Let me focus this. You had to remove yourself from a situation and maybe ghost somebody, or like just completely remove your energy from somebody. You had to stand up for yourself. This is an interesting energy. It's like you had to learn how to there's something about learning to hold boundaries and stand up for yourself and speak your truth and be assertive without being mean, without being an asshole. So there's like something about that fine line between being assertive versus being rude. Clarify the King of Swords. What happened here? Some of you guys could have had like some sort of, I don't know, argument with somebody. Could have been a father or a masculine figure in your family. We have the Three of Coins, the Justice card. Yeah, you guys are learning to get along with people. So I feel like this is, I gotta be careful with that card because of YouTube, but we have the Star here. I do feel like there is a lot that came through about communication and how you think, maybe how you perceive things, and just how you respond to people. Again, I feel like the Hand of Justice, the Hand of Saturn, is very, very prominent in your life right now. So Libra energy, Capricorn energy. It's almost like there's this duality of you guys not being able to get away scot-free from situations that maybe you mess up or that you are at fault for. But again, there's this, like tied into this, there's this energy of if people hurt you, if people do you wrong, if they say something that is very rude to you, or if they do something against you that is not righteous, again, it's going to go both ways. It's that energy of karma. It's the energy of equilibrium, of no one gets away with anything, and we're all in the same boat, and we all need to respect each other. So this has a lot to do with maybe coworkers, family, just people, how you interact with people, how you talk to people. I really do feel like I'm seeing, like in the spiritual, like the club being hit, or whatever it's called, like in court, the mallet, someone's hitting it up there, where it's like people are well, not people, but I guess angels, guides, they are watching your interactions with everybody, and they're taking note of the people that hurt you and the people that do wrong against you, and they're also going to take note of you doing that same thing to other people. So again, it's like that duality. The heavy responsibility of being a Capricorn placement is living respectfully and respecting others, because you want to treat people how you want to be treated. Okay, awesome. I feel like I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna close this reading off for you guys with a oracle card from my Yule oracle. So we'll get a closing message for you guys. I really hope this reading connects with you guys. I feel like this is a very deep message that you guys needed to hear. So can we get a closing message for my Capricorn collective? Closing message. We have the Star. Follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark, a shimmer of what is coming next. So I might read the caption for that one, and then we have Reindeer Medicine. Journey into the depths of your soul, an awakening of sights revealed. It is time for no time at all, for all is presently here. So this is talking about being present. Definitely both of them being present, and maybe not being able to see everything in front of you, but trusting in the process, trusting in your intuition, trusting in the little signs that you get along the way that are showing you where to go. Yeah, there's something here about you guys not being able to see everything in front of you, not being able to know where exactly your destination is going to take you or where you're going to end up. But it's all about tapping into that essence of who you are and following your inner compass, because it will never stray. It'll never lead you astray if you follow that. And that's like the inner star within you. Yeah, there's something here about you guys, like I said, either having gone through an extreme spiritual awakening where you dug into your subconscious, you could have done a lot of shadow work. Or you're about to do this, and this is showing you that everything technically that you need at this given time is given to you for the most part. I know that's a little frustrating to hear a lot of the time, especially if we're struggling or if we're going through something that we really need help with. But there's this emphasis about, yeah, it's like the universe is showing you and giving you everything that you need, and everything else that you need to manifest or walk towards, you are being shown the way. So just continue following what you feel, continue following your gut feeling, your inner compass, continue following the impulses that you get to start creative projects or to meet people or to talk to people. Like, just listen and pay attention to the downloads and the signs that you're getting, because they are all going to lead you in the direction that you need to go. So I'm going to leave this here for you. I hope I was able to connect you in this reading. Happy birthday again. I wish all of you a wonderful birthday season, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings for you.